Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the first OnCore Live webisode. I'm your host, Robin Bell, and we are really excited to be here today. So, what is OnCore Live? OnCore Live brings industry leaders and Avery Dennison experts together in an engaging live format that's going to help you serve your customers with insights and services that will help you grow your business. In this first OnCore Live webisode, Avery Dennison recently created a series of bonding studies to help you with the adhesive selection process and the technical requirements that your customers may need. Today, we're going to take a look at the bonding study that features Rogers PORON Industrial Polyurethanes and specifies the Avery Dennison Core Series portfolio that pairs with PORON materials to meet our customers' performance requirements. With us today to discuss that bonding study is Eric Beaudry, Senior Technical Service and Development Engineer with Rogers Corporation, and Kyle Witham, Product Development Engineer with Avery Dennison. Welcome to OnCore Live, gentlemen. Good to have you here today. Let's dive right in. So this is a fascinating study. Eric, I'd like you to tell us a little bit about the Rogers Corporation and the PORON Industrial Polyurethanes. But before you do, can you tell us what is an industrial polyurethane?
Certainly. Thanks, Robin. Thanks for the entire Avery Dennison team for having us be a part of this. So high performance polyurethanes, particularly in the industrial space, are high performance open cell microcellular polyurethane foams. These are built on very specific proprietary formulations, right, designed around a very specific set of CTQs established to solve a very specific set of customer potential issues, right? We consider these pinnacle products used in a whole host of applications, whether general gasketing and sealing, water sealing, vibration impact mitigation, medical, sensing, thermal management, and insulation. And people really choose the products because they provide high performance over the life cycle of the application. So a little background on PORON polyurethanes and kind of what they are.
That's really helpful. I want to send this next question to you, Kyle. What was being tested in the bonding study, and what was the methodology used in that testing?
Thanks, Robin. So what we did was we took a look at Avery Dennison Core Series materials. So Steve touched on it a little bit on his section, but we have our Core Series, and that's where we did most of our work in this study. Now, on top of that, we do take a little extra look at the same time across our portfolio to check and see if we have any products that we think are a good fit for the material that we're testing, or that we think maybe there would be a benefit in adding to the Core Series.
Okay.
Now, how we tested the materials, we tested in two different scenarios here. In both cases, what we're doing is we are laminating our adhesive to the Rogers PORON material. And in both cases, we're using the same compression settings as well as letting them rest for 72 hours to achieve that full bonding potential. The difference between the two sets is we looked at a room temperature lamination as well as a heated lamination. Now, our heated lamination was at 220 degrees Fahrenheit, which is right around where we typically recommend heated laminations occur. The reason that we took a look at both of these is that we know that not all of our customers have heat laminating capabilities, but for those that do, it is almost always a benefit to heat laminate your pressure sensitive adhesive.
Okay, that's good information. Let's talk about the PORON information, the PORON materials that were used in this. Eric, would you tell us about the PORON materials? And this is a great chart, by the way, for our viewers to take a look at.
Yeah, so this is kind of a breakdown of the industrial product family as a whole, which consists of kind of our legacy products. So the PORON 4701, 30, 40, 50, 60 products, right? Those are our general gasketing and sealing materials used in any and every application under the sun. We have our AquaPro 4701, 37, and 41 products, which are slightly different from a formulation perspective, have unique characteristics around water sealing, And then our energy management products are 4790, 92, and 79 product for impact and vibration mitigation. So it's a nice mix of the entire portfolio relative to what's kind of utilized in industry.
Yeah, this is a great mix. Uh, Kyle, let's talk about the Core Series adhesive families that were tested, and also if you would tell us how the performance was rated.
Yep, thanks, Robin. So the adhesive families that we tested ran across all of our portfolio of Core Series, and we can kind of see it on the screen right now. So we have products ranging from general purpose rubbers to general purpose acrylics, all the way over to more of our specialty lines, something like HPA or our high performance acrylic. Now, the way that we evaluated these was on a good, better, best kind of scale. And to try to help to give some semblance of what that means, at the good level, what we typically saw was some foam tear with a heated lamination. Now, as we get into the better and best, we see more and more of those products shift to being able to achieve foam tear at a room temperature lamination.
Yeah, this chart is great. I love this, and this information is great. We've got time for one more question. Would you both briefly tell us what the key takeaways were from this study for the customer? And Eric, why don't we start with you to answer this question?
Yeah, so I would say for us, the majority of the product consumed in market leverages some sort of bonding system, right? So whether tape or otherwise, this unique study really lets us dive into the uniqueness of the material properties required to ensure we're utilizing the right tapes in industry to provide customers good engineered solutions for their specific product problems, right? So I think the study does a great job at detailing out the specifics. As Kyle mentioned, the good, better, best model is a great way to understand how ultimately it'll affect material inclusion in your application. So
Yeah, again, I want to refer to that chart. It really is a good model to use, good, better, and best. And I'm going to ask you, Kyle, if you give me your key takeaways from this bonding study.
Yeah, so I think that one of the most important things that we've learned from this, and Eric touched on it, is it is a great learning experience for each of our companies as we come together and we learn more about, for us, foams that have been used in industry. And like Eric said, for him, tapes. It's through this kind of joint learnings that we're actually able to boost the knowledge level of everyone involved and help make sure that we're making the right tape recommendations for the materials used. And on top of that, another great takeaway for me is I mentioned earlier how on top of our Core Series product lines, we also like to take a look internally at some of our other options. Well, for this study in particular, we noticed that one of our product lines was actually the best performer. Now, that's the FBA 1115 and 8315 that you see down there at the bottom, or what we're calling our new pure acrylic family. This is a product line that we've kind of had for a while, but maybe just escaped notice and was undervalued for how well it performed in foam bonding applications.
I have to say that I was looking at some of the chat going on. Your chart is a winner with everybody. And speaking of winner, Rogers and Avery Dennison certainly are making it easier for customers to do business. Eric and Kyle, thank you very much for this really interesting interview. Now, you can get more information on this study and others at tapes.averydennison.com. I want to let you know our next OnCore Live webisode is going to take place on June 17th. You're going to be able to register through our OnCore e-newsletter, LinkedIn, or you can register through email. Well, this was great. I really appreciate all of you spending time with us today. This was a lot of fun. After the webisode, we are going to send out a brief survey. Take a moment, provide your feedback regarding today's webisode. We really would appreciate that. Until next time, I'm Robin Bell, and this was Avery Dennison's Performance Tapes OnCore Live.